Hello folks and welcome back to Thea, the Awakening. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. Uh, sorry, looking at something for a second there. We have spent a good deal of episodes at or episodes, I always say episodes, a good deal of turns at our base, crafting a whole bunch of these armors here. Actually, they are not going to be able to show you anything because they don't have them. A whole bunch of these armor, dragon shells, all pure dragon leather, medium armor, with 26 armor and 4 leech ability. Leech giving you a health regain whenever you hit something. So basically lets them heal 4 health whenever they attack somebody. Um, we have a ridiculous amount of armor now, basically because of it. We have so much armor, it's kind of silly. In the interim, we were attacked by a particular one group of enemies, and then one of them dropped this, a moonstone great hammer. Awesome warhammer thing. 22 damage, it's ridiculous. Really nice. I really need to get more moonstone. It appears crafting materials, particularly if you're crafting really good equipment, gives you a hell of a lot of research points. Hell of a lot. And it gave me enough that I was able to unlock a bunch of things, actually. I unlocked obsidian, I unlocked moonstone, I unlocked elven wood, and ancient wood. I think I got the points for all of that from the crafting there. It was pretty significant. And I'm not going to do it just yet. Show you, the moonstone is there. There is, I don't care about the elven wood, but there is actually 3 different ancient wood locations. This is only 2 of them here, but this actually lies. There's 2 of them right here. And this is up kind of in the direction of the one mithril spot that we know about. There's also another one down here. This is also in the direction of the obsidian, and obsidian is actually a really good thing for a number of different materials and stuff as well. So if I was going to go to any of them, I would probably go to this one, get the ancient wood, and then move on and get some obsidian while I was at it. The main thing I want though will be moonstone, but for now, before we finish those things, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to head down here and complete the Dying Leshy's wish and hit this place to see and explore this big chunk of land over here. Also give us an opportunity to clear out some of the enemy forces in that direction. I have gained a huge jump in power from this armor, as well as a couple of these weapons that we have just kind of randomly found over time. So we are pretty capable now of probably dealing with just about anything. A hell of a lot of shit for a level 2. Still handle it pretty well. These guys, even though these 10 are not using my best equipment, they are... Oh. A problem. I don't know if these 10... But to say, they are... Even though they're not using my absolute best equipment, they are pretty well equipped. But... I mean, they have a bunch of people with these. Number of people with those. He's got one of those. She's got a pretty good hammer. I mean, they're relatively well equipped, and most of the good frontline fighters are with, you know, probably the best armor that I've ever gotten from drops. Some of the best armor, at least, that I've gotten from drops. I mean, they're not badly equipped, but they're not that great. They're not equipped to, like, you know, to a superb level. And I probably do need more of them. But, having said that, why? Here you are. Well, people were supposed to stay behind. Yeah. Okay. You are impressively good. I would have sworn that one of my people... We had better people than this here. Not though. Apparently not, actually. I don't know that they can fight that level 4 if it decides to come attack them. A little concerned. You, on the other hand, are in some deep shit because you cannot beat this. Allow me to demonstrate how badly we will crush these guys. I'm going to overwhelm them so completely that it's just going to be sad. You have a lot of health. Okay, alright. That looks impressive. You're dead. let me put it this way. You're dead. You have no hope. You have already died. You just haven't realized it yet. Trust me on this. They don't even know what they're dealing with. So we're going to play you and then you. Now I will tell you this much. These bats are a hell of a lot tougher than they look. This does look, or a hell of a lot tougher than one would expect, I should say. Not necessarily better than they look, but a lot tougher than you would probably go in and expect to be dealing with. Having said that, they're so screwed. They really are. They don't even know what they're contended with here. I don't really want to use my confuse people because I really want to confuse these guys. To counter all of their offensive guys, I should counter you. Counter one of them. Don't even realize what you guys are actually dealing with here. They really don't. They don't comprehend what they are about to contend with. It's going to go very poorly for them. They haven't even realized it yet, which is just going to make it go worse. Alright, so we're going to confuse. Then we're going to confuse again. We do so much damage that they have no actual hope in hell of accomplishing shit. They just don't realize it. They have no idea what they're actually going to be dealing with. They really don't. It's almost sad. Okay, so here we go. They're all confused now. Not a single one of them will be able to do a damn thing. And now comes the pain. Not that we haven't already put out enough damage to seriously affect their capabilities. Why are you bothering, dude? It won't help you in the slightest. You have no actual hope of accomplishing a damn thing. Don't realize it yet. Oh, you don't have counter act. Oh, you do. Why am I blind? You were useless. Whatever. Kinda wish I hadn't played it now. I was going to play these guys, just get closer to kill off some of these weaker ones. But alas, can't do that now. Not a big deal. Instead, you will support. Do that. Get in their turn, so it doesn't matter. Then we're going to play that again, buff you even more. And now we just play out the pain. Oh, the pain. Look at this. 49 damage. Seriously? You guys can't beat that. Just, you can't. Don't even try. Because you can't. So they thought putting all the people in the frontier would actually help them. It doesn't. You're all confused, which means you're all just going to die before any of you are able to do a damn thing. You just haven't even realized it yet. Get wrecked. Get thoroughly wrecked. Oh, get wrecked. You don't even know. Destroyed. And that's it. They have lost. They have no people left. Because now the few that are left are just going to get completely destroyed by and not be able to even attack me. Oh, I won. You have no idea how greatly I won. You see, this is the kind of capability that you eventually reach in this game with your people. It takes a while to get there, but once you do, monsters have no realistic hope of being able to do much of anything to you. Not really. They can try. They will fail. What are we contending with here? What is this? Orcs. Ah. I'm somewhat tempted to try a social, solely because I'm just gonna let it auto-resolve. That's why. Because if you win a social with something like the orcs, they will surrender and drop all of their stuff, and then run away. Although I don't really anticipate getting too hell of a lot of anything really useful out of them, I can nevertheless potentially get something that might be good. None of that was very good. But let's not pretend that it was, because it wasn't. We got Moonstone out of that one, though. And we got Obsidian and Quartz out of that one. Bone and Iron, I actually did. And Bone and Fur. All that said, still useful. Yeah, you're so screwed, you don't even... What the hell? I don't... yeah, I don't know. Please. Please, don't make me laugh. I don't know that they can beat that. I really don't want to go back. But if I don't, my village may get demolished. Going to risk it. Going to risk it and hope they don't attack the village while we're gone. Level 3 doesn't affect me. Not concerned. Not even a little. Oh, you... Wait, what? Are you a new person? Terrible new person. You're a new person, nevertheless. This is mildly helpful to us, but only mildly. So because you're so bad. Bad. You only have 100. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? 100 health? Or 100 carrying weight? This is so terrible. Okay, well. That's really bad. So bad I don't even know what to do with it. Guess I give her that. Because at least from that she gets some shield and damage. Because she does terrible damage. Even with that, she does terrible damage. I guess the shield and damage is more useful than just giving her armor, which doesn't do much for her. Help her any. Help us any. Okay, spiders, you're so boned, you don't even know. We'll go ahead and give it a shot at hunting. Auto-resolve. By and large, at this point in time, I don't think it really is going to matter much anymore. I expect. want to give that to somebody hammer. Then it carries over more. Useful in the long term. 4 and 7. Whatever. But we'll keep it for now. Really care that much. Definitely handle this ancient tomb now. Not overly concerned about that kind of thing anymore. Have more than sufficient firepower to handle that kind of situation. The only thing that we may have a difficulty with still would be something like I don't know how good we would be at tactics time, because still don't really have very good tactical capabilities. By and large. I think I'm not going to do that. I think we're just going to fight. Because I expect we're going to wreck the floor with them. And I expect I'm going to do it very thoroughly. More thoroughly than they're capable of actually contending with, I imagine. Oh, it'll hurt. Very slowly, very, very slowly regaining health. And some of this is really good. Like, he is a really good person to have because of his poison. We do have a couple of hammers. Oh, wait, no, do we have one hammer? Oh no, we got two. Unfortunately, not our best hammers, though. And some of our biggest damage people are not on the front line. All that said, I do want to have people who are good, capable of doing counter tactics and offense, although the enemies we're contending with may be too high level for any of our skills and those things to actually do much. We actually don't have, for the most part, the people we would need for that kind of thing. Very tempted to reshuffle. I think I actually said that I will. Yeah, I will. I don't know that that's any better. In fact, that might have been worse. Oh well. Well, at least we get to go first. So there's that. Play her. Then him. We'll let them go. Damn it! Fuck. I hate these things. I hate those things so much. Now I'm forced to question, do I confuse both of them? Do I attempt to counter offense? I don't want to use my people who are good at confusing for that. There's someone who can do it. Well, that was useless. Countered one of the worst people conceivable. Counter. That was unfortunate. Most unfortunate. It's a little better. Fortunately, they still have another is not ideal. Not ideal at all. On the plus side, I do still have the forces to confuse them. And I think we almost have to do that. So we will. I will make an attempt to remove at least 1 or 2 of their tactic people as well. Although, having said that, I think the majority of their really good damage has already been played out. Confuse that living lord. I can't let him attack. And unfortunately, he has a hell of a lot of health. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so I think we do that. That removes their last card. And then we confuse. Now we just play out all of our damage. One. We'll take 21 of his health away, more than enough to kill him. Need somebody who can do 31 damage at least. We'll kill him. We need 30 damage. This on top of... I think that's on top of Hope. You'll do that. And then you. And then you. And I think that that's enough to kill all of them before they're able to attack. I hope. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. And they're dead. Boom. It worked. So the only person who was hurt actually got all of his health back because of the leech. And I think we can just scrap all of the stuff that we've got. I think any of it is worthwhile. Don't think a damn thing that we just picked up is worth anything. It's not even worth, I don't think any of it is even worth keeping. Or scrapping for the materials, even. Because none of those materials are worthwhile. Okay, so we've got to a place where a single weeping willow grows evergreen and beautiful. We feel this is the place to spread the ashes. This is the lesson that we had found last time, and he said that if we spread his ashes, we could loot his body and find a bunch of good materials, which we could do regardless of whether we chose to do the ashes or not. But if we do this for him, it'll do other things. But the remains before your eyes, saplings of young trees begin to surface. Will not be a forest for a long time, but one day, unless you would have given life to a new and wondrous woodland. The willow's long hanging hair begins to weep with crystal clear water that somehow feels good. The willow reaches out to you, offering the nectar. Take a sip. And we get a whole bunch of good things, new capabilities for people. Awesome. New skills, and then everybody gets the blessing of health. Nice. Worthwhile. Okay, now we have this place to see. Whatever the hell that means down here. As you delve deeper and deeper into the forest, the trees become taller and stronger with every step. Many are darkened, withered, or twisted with the darkness, but still, they are more glorious than anything you've seen so far. Or they. There's an area of mystery and magic around you. When you look up, you begin to see the trees are more than they seem. Slowly, as if some mist is lifted from your eyes, you see hanging bridges and the frames of houses built into the trees themselves, stairwells winding up from the roots to the very top, even sculptures and long-forgotten lantern holders. This must have been an elven city. The city has seen better days for sure. Now that you see it, you have no idea how you missed it before. Every tree, bridge, and house is grand and beautiful, but they look empty, not only because there seems to be no life here, but there's a much deeper sense of solitude and sadness. When you touch one of the trees, you feel a soft powder on your hands, and you realize that all of them are covered in a thin layer of gray ash. Try to climb up. Try to climb up using one of the wonderfully carved winding staircases that should lead you right to the top of this wondrous city. Soon you realize the gray ash is also very slippery, so it would be a real challenge to go up. Right, anyway, we can easily beat that. Step very carefully, and after much effort, you finally reach the top. The view from up here is breathtaking. The whole city grows within these treetops as if it were a natural part of the forest, and yet the houses are refined with intricate wooden carvings, passageways amongst the tree branches adorned with colorful crystal formations that must have been used for lighting in the past, and every building seems like it was made with passion and artistry. I doubt how practical this was, but it is extraordinary for sure. So our orc fighter got some dexterity. Continue the exploration. You search through many houses, go slowly and carefully so as not to fall to your deaths. You find dining rooms set up for a feast, sleeping chambers with beds made up, playrooms with toys lying ready for use, and even an armory. Alas, when you try to touch anything, it turns into ash before your eyes. You stand baffled in one such room. A soft, sad voice speaks to you. And thus you have followed my path, and stand before me as I hoped. Welcome, young ones. I am Elise, once of the Silver Oak people, now, well, a memory of the past, I suppose. When you turn, a slender, tall elf garbed in green armor and long, ashen hair stands before you. Were it not for the ever-empty black eyes and the gray ash covering the soft skin, you would likely think it to be an avatar of the gods themselves. Hello, so you were the one who brought us here. Sorry if I have startled you, young ones. This was not my intent. I am the last of the old Silver Oak clan, and I was cursed to remain here for eternity, lest my people become ash, the same way you saw happen with any object here. As long as I remain, they are safe, but alas, never allowed to return home, nor speak to me. That sounds terrible. Who did this to you? Rants all your cores, let me tell you my story. Alright. Just as I told you, I'm here alone, unable to ever see my kin. It has been 1,000 suns, and I fear I am feeble in my resolve. Even with the darkness killing most of my kind, I do feel that some are still out there, living under this wretched sickness that devours Thea. And yet I can endure my solitude no more. And yes, elves are akin to magic, but alas, this curse, much like the wretched darkness itself, cannot be lifted by ones afflicted with it. Only the one who cursed me can break it. 1,000 suns. You don't mean years, do you? Oh, I apologize. I forgot myself. I suppose in your measurements it has been 500 years. But we digress. My curse was cast by my lover, scorned and wounded, his hatred grown as strong as our love once was. You see, I chose to stay with my people rather than leave in banishment with him, and for this, he confined me to this wretched fate. And now for my plea. I have sensed his presence nearby. While in the past I had no recourse to reach out to him, I was able to find you this time. Please, I implore you, go to him and beg for my release. I will give you this red ribbon. It has our initials sewn into it, and he will know it is from me. Speak to him and set me free. In return, once the curse is lifted, I will reward you with a blessing of elven magic. Right. Find some scorned lover, ask him to lift the curse. Got it. Wonderful. I only ask that you try, nothing more. I thank you for your time and effort. Even if you were to fail, you have shown kindness. His name is Zadra, and beware, he is of course a mage of some great esteem. A small token of my gratitude, and a map of where I felt the tower of Zadra's surface. Another red ribbon, rubies, and we're off. It is indeed close. Closer, to be honest, than I expected. Oh look, cannon fodder. I'm not even going to bother. Got no hope in hell. Don't waste my time. You too waste my time. Lord. There's such a group in the group of slavers. Right. An eye on them. Oh, they're right near the city too. Where isn't that convenient? We already intended to go up there anyway. I really needed to be daytime so I can see more. Stop to rest and look up the night sky when you see a swarm of crows circling nearby. Moments later, a woman dressed in an alluring red dress approaches you with two younger females gliding behind her. You sense danger, you suspect foul play, and yet, what is life without a little danger? The women in your party seem unaware of any visitors. Try to speak to the woman, but words fail you. You do see her sharp fangs, but they are so white and neat. You do see her red eyes, but red really suits her. She smiles, the sweetest smile, and whispers, "Come to me, be with me." Resist! With your sheer willpower, you manage to stop yourself from following the woman, but you are unable to move for fear she will take hold of you. But you do feel your resistance is weakening the Striga. The women in your group step forward. Protect the men! Attack! This will go so poorly for them, we don't even need to try, because the women will wreck the floor with you idiots. You defeated the monsters. 50 toolbox. Alright. Spell is broken, and the men are themselves free once more. Whatever remains and leave. This. Oh, it's a, okay. Alright, that's useful. Take it. Useless and useless. Axes are the most useless weapon that there is. Those shields, I already have shields. They're as good, if not better, than those. I have no need for more. We have a nest of giant spiders. We can just wipe the floor with them. We don't even have to bother. Defeated them. You find many good building materials from the cottages and a good amount of fresh spider silk as well. Take the stuff. None of this we really needed, to be honest with you. The wicker, probably the most useful of the bunch of things there. Even that is not saying much, because it's still not that useful. Find anything? I am. Here you go. For you. You know how that works out for you guys. I already tell you how it would work out poorly. Oh shit. This will be a problem. I don't know that we can fight this. I don't know that we can fight this at all. See that number of them. I'm gonna auto-resolve it. The auto-resolve sometimes works better for me. Like it did this time too. Strain, what the hell is it out of? Fine. Okay. Sword. That actually might be an upgrade for one of the people. Maybe not. Kumula got hurt. And the new chick got wrecked too. I think that's the one. But Another spirit catcher, yes. Just let it do its thing. Why you would bother to interrupt it, because it always goes badly if you do. Oh, you were one of our... Yeah, see, you were the new person that... Terrible equipment. Don't care if she dies, to be honest with you. She's not that useful. Not very good. Also because her strength is so bad. Strength is so low, so she can't even hold anything, carry anything. Ogamula, on the other hand, is another matter entirely. Want her to die. She's actually good. Have to do the whole save thing. Hope that get good rolls on the healing. On the survival thing and see if hopefully she doesn't die. Uh-oh. Delicious spiders. Not too concerned. Hey, yeah. Ooh, that's bad. Got hit again. Like one of them would lose their grip, but fine. Very bad. Survived. Fortunately, that took away a lot of the attempted healing that we had just made. Tried to revive them. Yeah. Dead rise and see the dead get wrecked. Fuck. Ow. That don't even make sense. This is shitty loot. It's really shitty. That doesn't even make sense that she got hurt. Like, at all. Let alone as badly as she was. Which of all of them, of all three of the people who were hurt, the one that I would rather not lose the most? Oh, I have to reload from that one. Although I guess losing Boogamula would actually be more damaging to me in the long term because she's the. We're fine. You guys actually might need to rest though, because. Not doing so hot. Right on the edge of the world, so actually help me any. You have to rest. We can gather some fish just because. Provides. I actually gather a lot of fish too. Don't really need to gather wood. We'll just gather food. Gathering wood would be detrimental to me, actually. Of course, the new chick doesn't gain strength, which is what we need her to gain. Gains intelligence. Fucking useless to us. Adrenaline. Check that out. Bob. What was that? More health on people, that's always good. Shielding is nice. Built-in shielding. Very nice. Thea Club. What the hell is... What is adrenaline boost? Seen that before. Physical and sickness challenge, double adrenaline boost damage character. Okay, so it's the equivalent of poison or those type of things. It's the first time we've seen that. For that reason, it is the only that is the only reason that I even care. Oh, because we really? Really, game? Really? Really, game? Really? Why you do this? Especially when you consider that the chances of her actually dying are very, very low. Like, the actual, like, percentage chance of her dying is very low because of the stats that my people have. So I don't know why it does that. It's just silly. Holy shit. Please do not attack me. That is really terrifying. That is terrifying. Seriously? You're still fucking hurt. That's really bad. If they attack, I'm going to lose. I can't beat that. We have to go find where these things are coming from and destroy them. So we're going to go hit this elf city and do this, and then we're going to have to go back, and we're going to have to go to the right. The army. I'll do that off camera, but we're going to have to go find these things and kill them. How did we win? Doesn't even make... How? How could we beat that? No way we should have been able to beat that. Everybody got wrecked, but... actually make any sense. I really want to do this elf city thing. This episode. This is gonna be really bad because we have so many really badly hurt people. Oh. It's going to be very difficult to not lose people. So I may have to, as much as I don't like re-rolling this kind of thing constantly, I may have to because I can't afford to lose that many people at my city. Because if I do, my city's going to not be able to defend itself at all. I'm honestly amazed as hell that they could manage to beat a level 5, so, but... There's the slavers. Oh, don't come back here, you bastards. Where do you think you're going? Leave us your slaves and go. Don't even bother, friends. Have half our cargo and just leave us be. This is the final offer. Well, that's unfortunate for them because we're not going to take that. Killed them all. Gathered the people and leave. All we got was a single kid. How horribly unhelpful. The bow. The bow is actually more useful than the kid is. Not gonna lie. The bow's more useful than the kid. Considerably more useful than the kid. To be honest. Alright, so the main thing we're here for, at this particular point anyway, is to go to this Elven City. The only thing that we really need at this stage that I want to actually work out right now. There's an enemy group that has spawned down here. I don't know what they are, where the hell they came from. Okay, let's do this. You find the tower just as Elise told you. It stands tall, looming over the countryside. Its dark stones show no sign of an entrance, but as you get closer, you see a lone figure sitting outside in a rocking chair. He waves his hand at you and smiles cheerfully. He's an old orc male, dressed in a simple linen shirt and leather trousers with no visible weapons on him. Oh, we're looking for someone called Zadra. I'm Zadra, though it is not a name I've used in a very long time. Too long for your years, in fact. How did you hear of it? Well, funny you should ask. I'm at the Elven Beauty, you see. Ah, you've met my Elise. Well, is she okay? She's okay, all things considered. Right, yes, stupid question, really. I just meant, you know, is she still... never mind. You're right. I have no right to ask after all. This is all my fault. Yes, it is. Why would you do that to her? I was young and a fool. We were in love, but as you see, it was not an easy match. My matriarch banished me from my clan, and so I asked her to leave with me. The elves were none better than my own people, and they too offered an ultimatum, me or them. She chose family and duty. She implored me to stay and fight both of our people's backward ways. I did not understand. I was angry. Sought help from dark forces, and they promised me satisfaction. Alas, all they gave me was bitterness and regret. So we asked them to curse her. It was not that easy, never is. You see, I was a fool, tricked by my own lust. Creepy-looking old child haunted my dreams for months, fueling my anger and my desire for Elise until it burned so hot I was ready to do anything. The creature then offered me a deal, and like a child, I took it. Told me that if I gave Elise this enchanted ribbon, she would be mine forever, and she would not speak to me nor see her family any more. I was overjoyed. I did it. Took my gift, but scorned me still. I ran to this tower. I met the creature, and the cock revealed his true nature as it laughed at me. From that day, she is imprisoned in a forest, and I am cursed to never leave this tower. Worse yet, it only appears here only once every 100 years for mere days. I have the red ribbon if it helps. The ribbon! So you have really spoken to her. I suppose this damn thing we could actually try to break the hex. I've been studying this for centuries. Let us try. Will you help? Yeah, why not? We don't have anybody who's really that great with it, but if it was her magic or the gods themselves, but I believe you will be our salvation. He begins to prepare for the ritual. He takes his clothes off and paints his body with an elderberry extract. He then throws some rock salt into the ribbon and sets it afire. The blaze burns red and sizzles with malicious laughter. In the smoke, you see the face of a wrinkled child. We won! You see the orc twist and contort as he battles the power of the hex. See the familiar gray ash swirling around the fire, then it all stops. The red flame dies, the ash drops to the ground and disappears, and you see a huge smile on his face. We did it! I'm free! Thank you, friends. Now I must go back to her and see if she's okay. Before she's able to leave, she appears before you all. Well, hello, I guess the curse really is over. Yes, I'm free, though my city is not but ashes. But I suppose that matters not anymore. As I promised, I will give you a blessing of the Silver Oak people. If you are worthy, it will give you understanding of magic. Gave Vladislav magical capabilities and intelligence and folklore to a couple others. What do you mean worthy? My meaning was expressed with all the clarity I am able to give you, unknown. I will mark you and the spirits will make a judgment. Thank you. Nods bows her head in response. You see Zadra stands by without a word, but there are tears in his eyes. Looks at him for a while, then turns back to you. I will ask you as my savior, should I forgive him his folly, or avenge my city and my fate? You two should try to be happy, or you've suffered enough. At least talk to him. Let's just tell her to let it go. She nods and smiles and walks over to Zadra, who awaits her anxiously. After an awkward moment, she embraces her lover. They disappear together. Good day's work. Off we go. Alright, folks, and I think that's going to probably be the end of this episode. Next time, we're going to hit the Cosmic Tree and do that quest, which is the end quest. But in the meantime, it seems I have some things that I have to go nuke some enemy forces that we have to go find and squish like bugs. Make no mistake, we will squish them like bugs. Because they are so ridiculously outclassed by my forces that they don't even know what they're dealing with. Like these guys. Let's try this. Very well. Hope you're ready to get wrecked. Because you're about to get wrecked. Precisely what's going to happen. It is indeed precisely what happened. I think all of these things I'm just going to get rid of though, because none of them are horribly useful. Okay. The only thing in that whole bunch of stuff that's even mildly useful is that Warhammer, and even that is useless. It's funny, we took more damage attempting to do the thing that's supposedly safe. How are you critically heavily wounded? Still have 12 hit points left. Doesn't even make sense. You're at more than half health. Seriously, game? Seriously? Times. Don't understand. I guess I'm close. Don't care. Break it down. I'm just going to destroy all of these. I'm going to keep these two. Just because if that kid grows up while we're out and about, it may be useful to have some gear for him. Okay, I'm just going to save here. Try and attack the troll lair. We'll just fight them. That's some bullshit right there. I call complete bullshit on that one. I will reload that and fight that myself. But I'm going to go ahead and go, folks, so I will see you next time. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.